Black is the color of beauty and royalty. A people blessed with rich culture and heritage. Africa, the motherland, the cradle of civilization and originality. We tell our stories in our own way, through the lens of the past and present. This is African history and culture. The actual story of Gudu Gudu Meje, Yaya Mefa. The days of old, when Nigeria was still under colonial rule, this event played out in Ibadan, Oyo State, southern Nigeria. There was a district officer in Ibadan by the name Ezekiah Shonklebottom. He was a very difficult man, thorough, notoriously detailed, and hard to please. By the way, who's a district officer under the British rule? A district officer was the backbone of British colonial rule, as his job is to primarily oversee political and legal affairs in a district where he was the local plenipotentiary representative of the colonial government. This means that if there is a land dispute, misunderstanding of any kind, good issues or bad issues, the district officer is the man in charge. He legislates, police and executes whatever the Queen wills in line with his discretion as the matter demands. And so the district officer, Ezekiah Shonklebottom, was a district officer in one of the settlements in Old Ibadan. Chiefs will always go to him to give accounts of their affairs, reporting events and happenings under their supervision to Shonklebottom. Shonklebottom was not a Yoruba man. Obviously, he was from Britain and could not really speak the language. So he needed to employ an interpreter who will give him details of whatever the chiefs report, and he will also react using the interpreter. And so this fateful day, the chiefs came with good tidings, giving excellent reports of growth, financial prosperity, massive farm yields, and relative peace in their settlements. Mr. Shonklebottom was so impressed that he was nodding his head to every statement from the interpreter, taking notes and responding good, yeah, good, yeah. At every point the interpreter gives him a good report, he says good, and he continues, yeah. He kept nodding and saying good, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Surprisingly, there was a particular chief who took interest in the reactions of the district officer. He kept on observing him and taking notes of his comments and gestures, so much so that he counted the number of goods and yeah Shonklebottom said within the period of their report. The chief counted and concluded that Shonklebottom mentioned good 7 times and yeah 6 times. And in Yoruba land, Onka Yoruba numbers, 7 is Meje, while 6 is Mefa. He simply stomached the data and was eager to get back to his people so he can give them feedback from his meeting with the district officer. This is African history and culture. Listen closely. Learn something about Africa. And so when he got back to Ibadan, and it was time to report back to their folks, this particular chief was confident of what he saw, what he had, and what he captured from the reaction of Shonklebottom. He told his people, Oyinbo can say good, 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 Meje ati Yaya Mefa, which means the white man was just saying good 7 times and yeah 6 times. And that was what gave birth to the popular Yoruba saying, Oshe Gudu Gudu Meje Yaya Mefa. Oshe Gudu Gudu Meje ati Yaya Mefa. which later became a phrase to describe an extreme act of valor, kindness, or courage. If a Yoruba man says, "Ó ṣe Gudu Gudu Meje ati Yaya Mefa," it means that whoever has been referenced in this context has done extremely well. And so, Gudu Gudu Meje Yaya Mefa. 7 goods and 6 ya. I'm sure you've learned one thing or the other in today's episode. Please subscribe, comment, and share. Spread the love. Thank you for following African history and culture. Our next episode will be another interesting piece of African history. Remember, be proud of your heritage. Be yourself.